Okay, good evening and welcome back everyone to our options education webinar series. My name is Tony Zhang. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer here at OptionsPlay, and I'm very excited to announce a new enhanced OptionsPlay experience that's coming in the next month. We basically have spent the last year overhauling the entire OptionsPlay platform, built a brand new technology stack for it to work on, and we have new features and a brand new platform to show you. So today what I'm going to do is give you a preview of the platform itself, show you some of the new features and functionality that you'll be able to access using the new platform, and just open this up for questions and show you how to access this when the time comes in August. So let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, everything that I'm going to discuss here, including trade examples, is purely for education and demonstration purposes. It is not a solicitation or recommendation to buy or sell any of the specific securities that I'll be using in the examples today. So what I'll do is I'll show you the new OptionsPlay platform. Like I said, this is a platform that we've been working on for the past year or so and modernizing the technology platform so that things move quicker. You can search for symbols much faster. The trade ideas and the trades come up much faster. One of the new features that we added, one of the biggest requests, has been automating the credit spreads for strategies. So many of you might like trading debit spreads, and that's where the OptionsPlay provides automation for helping you select the expiration date and strike price for debit spreads. Now we've added credit spreads, and I'll show you how to use that feature. We've added a brand new charting package, which includes new charting capabilities in terms of indicators, as well as being able to save your indicators and draw on the charts themselves. We have a new portfolio feature, including paper trading, so that you can now truly paper trade using our new portfolio tool, one-click trade, and a new contract calculator to help you stay out of trouble, making sure that you size each trade accordingly. And then at the end, what I'll do is I'll open this up for a Q&A. Now, how many of you currently utilize the OptionsPlay platform? Please type yes into the chat window if you currently use the OptionsPlay platform today. Okay, I see quite a few yeses. Okay, so if you're using the new OptionsPlay platform, you're going to likely be familiar with the platform. It'll be a slightly different, and there's going to be more changes coming down the line. But what I want to show you today is just have you understand what features can you expect from the new enhanced OptionsPlay platform. So the new platform is going to be available in August of 2022. So in about 1 month time, it'll be available. It's predominantly going to include new credit spread strategies and charting updates. Portfolio tracking and paper trading are the primary features that are going to be added to the platform, in addition to what you're used to seeing on the platform here today. As you can see, it's a slightly new look and feel, a new modern design to the platform, but the layout is still largely the same, so you don't have to learn a brand new platform. I'll just quickly show that platform to you here right now. As you can see, it largely is going to remain the same in terms of layout. You have trade ideas, watch list, and then a portfolio tool here on the right-hand side, which I'll show you here in 1 minute. The security analysis panel, which will remain largely the same in terms of being able to look at the stock, the trends, the relative strength, all on the screen, and then trade ideas and trading and income here on the right-hand side. And there's some new trade ideas here in terms of high implied volatility strategies, which are the credit spread strategies that I'm referring to. So those are some of the things I'm going to show you here today. But trade ideas and watch lists remain the same. You have the same ability to sort and scan through your trade ideas and create your watch list, including the pre-built watch list that we already have on the platform. You can access using the new platform, but now there's going to be a new portfolio tool, which I will show you, where you can track your positions in this particular tool. You can track your live account positions. You can create multiple portfolios for paper trading, for live accounts, so that you can track all of your positions across potentially multiple brokers all in one place. So that's just a quick preview, and I'll dive into some of those features here in a minute. But I think one of the biggest things that customers have been asking us for are kind of more option selling strategies, selling credit spreads, selling straddles. These are really the building blocks for iron condors and butterflies. So if you do trade some of the more advanced strategies like iron condors or butterflies, this is kind of your fundamental building block. So we have this new high implied volatility feature beyond just, before we had just bullish and just bearish. Now you have high implied volatility, which allows you to look at automated credit spreads. So you have the bullish credit spread, and then you have the bearish credit spread on the right-hand side. And you also have a short straddle for those of you that like to take a pure short volatility play in a specific name. So all of these are now included in your high implied volatility strategies. So for any symbol that you type into the platform, let's say we're looking at H&M, and you want to sell a premium in a name like H&M, you can now click on the high implied volatility strategy. It will automate the bullish credit spread, the bearish credit spread, as well as the short straddle. And you can see how much income you collect for each one of these strategies. As you can see, the put credit spread will collect about 260 crowns. The call credit spread will collect roughly 370 crowns and 377 crowns. And then the short straddle will collect 1,250 crowns. And you can use the P&L simulator and see how these strategies perform if the trade goes in your favor or against you or stays where it is. You have the true profit and loss of each strategy that you can use to compare your total risk. So that still remains the same in terms of being able to compare which strategy is profitable, which strategy is not profitable, and be able to see your total risk on each trade, still using the P&L simulator. So that still remains the same. But the new high implied volatility strategies will automate, the starting points, picking not only the expiration dates, but also your strike prices for you so that you can do some analysis with these types of strategies. Now, how many of you currently trade credit type strategies, selling credit spreads, selling strangles, any of those types of you? Please type 1 into the chat window if you currently trade any of those strategies. Okay, perfect. Because before you used to have to go to bullish, you'd have to modify, you would have to use the strategy constructor. And if you wanted to sell a short put vertical, you'd have to select it and then manually select your strike prices. Now the new high implied volatility tool effectively does the work for you, gives you your starting points in terms of expiration dates, strike prices, and then you can quickly just start using the P&L simulator and see what your profit and loss potential is for each one of these strategies, okay? So that should make trading these types of strategies much faster and much easier to find opportunities. You'll also find that for some stocks, you're just, very quickly, you're going to see that just the risk to reward ratio doesn't make any sense. You kind of move on. This makes it much, much easier for you to use. The next thing that we added is a brand new charting feature. So now, not only do you have a brand new charting package, you also have access to far more new studies that you can add onto your platform. So you can add, let's say you want to add something like an Ichimoku cloud. You can do that immediately on the page, and you can even have full screen charts now. So you can look at a full screen chart. You can do drawings on the chart itself. So if you want to draw trend lines, if you want to draw Fibonacci retracements, just about anything you can possibly imagine, you can now draw here directly on the chart itself. So this makes annotating your screens, looking at charting much, much easier. And in addition to that, this now saves anything that you do. So if you put on an Ichimoku cloud, you put in your indicators, let's say you don't want a CCI and you want an RSI here at the bottom, you can do all of that here and you can customize your strategies. So let's say you want to use a RSI, but you want to use, let's say you want to use an RSI, 1 month and 6 months trend volume in Ichimoku clouds, you can do that and you will be able to save these, or you don't even have to save it. When you close out your platform and you come back in, it'll automatically save for you. Hi, I apologize. I think I just got cut off there. What did you guys hear me speak up to? Can you guys hear me again? sorry. Sorry, my internet got cut off there for 1 second. But what I was trying to show you is that the new charting package now allows you to go full screen. If you want to go full screen, you can see a partial chart, and now you can change the symbol while you're looking at an expanded chart if you want to, but you can also just go full screen on the chart if you would like. And the new charting package allows you to save all of your indicators at once, so that when you log out and log back in, all the indicators that you previously had will stay, as well as the new drawing tools that allow you to do things like draw things like a channel if you want to draw a channel, and do stuff like this and write on your charts. So this is now all available to you on the new charting package here within OptionsPlay. And like I said, the most important thing is the ability now to save your charts, save your indicators, so that the next time you come back in, they're all still here. You don't have to add your indicators every single time you use your charts. Now, how many of you currently use the charts on OptionsPlay? Please type 2 into the chat window if you currently use the charts here on OptionsPlay. I know that if, for those of you that like using charts, you know, the previous platform had limited technical analysis functionality. This greatly expands the technical analysis functionality here. You have a lot of choices in terms of timeframes as well, daily, weekly charts. You can have different sizes, new studies, and new drawing tools. So hopefully this greatly expands your capabilities of using this platform for your charting as well. Like I said, there are 100+ new indicators in the new platform, including Ichimoku Cloud, for those of you that like to use that tool or that indicator. And you can now draw things like trend lines or fib retracements. You can annotate, you can add arrows. All of that now is available, including full screen charting. But the big thing that we've added here is portfolio tracking and paper trading. So this allows you to effectively create portfolios in your platform. You can add positions to your portfolio very easily by just simply clicking on the trade button, and then you can now track all of your positions here using our portfolio tool. So I want to spend a few minutes showing you this particular tool. And like I said, this is now available under the portfolio tab. And when you click on the portfolio tab, what we will be able to provide to you is your platform portfolio. So let me bring up the portfolio. Let me reload here. Here we go. So the new portfolio tool allows you to track your positions, and you can see it in summary basis. So for example, here in Carlsberg, I have an August 900, 970 call vertical here. This is a long call vertical. In Investor AB, I have a short put vertical. In Nordea, I have a short call vertical. And then in Ørsted, I have a long put vertical. So I can basically look at the position either on a summary basis and see what my net P&L is for all of my underlying legs, or I can dive into individual legs and see the cost basis of each individual leg and see how each individual leg is performing. And you can do this across multiple portfolios. Currently, I only have one portfolio, but I'll show you how you can create multiple portfolios. So you click on the Manage button and you can create a new portfolio. So let's say you have a Nordnet account. So what you can do is you can create a Nordnet portfolio, and then maybe you have another, I don't know, SEB account that you have positions in. You can create as many portfolios as you would like. And when you're using the platform, let's say you enter a new trade today. Let's say you took a bullish view here on H&M. I'm just using this purely as an example. If let's say you execute this trade in your Nordnet account, what you can do is you can come into OptionsPlay. Let's say you took a bullish position here in H&M here today. Let's go back to the put vertical here. Let's say I sold this August 122.5, 115 put vertical here. I can click on the trade button. I can select the portfolio that I executed this trade in, whether it's a paper trading portfolio or my real account. Let's say I traded this in my Nordnet account. I can just click on add position. And as soon as I do that, I can now go into my portfolio and I can see my Nordnet account specifically if I want to with my H&M position here in that. And it tracks the position for you so you can know exactly how this trade is doing in OptionsPlay. You can do it across as many positions, across as many portfolios as you would like. And I think this is a great tool for those of you that are paper trading to create a paper trading portfolio and track the position from a paper trading perspective. But if you're trading live portfolios, especially if you're doing it across multiple accounts, this allows you to track all of those positions in one place. And it gives you your unrealized P&L across all of your positions, especially in percentage terms. I know a lot of brokerage firms kind of give you your P&L in dollar terms, and it's hard to know exactly when it might be time to cut losses or take profits. So by knowing your net P&L for your all of your legs in percentage terms allows you to quickly understand if a position is at risk of perhaps hitting a stop loss level or a take profit level. Doing that here in the OptionsPlay tool allows you to quickly do that. So if you have a really complicated strategy like I have here, you can break it down into individual legs if you would like, or you can look at it on an aggregate basis and just know how the position is generally doing across all 6 legs in this particular example. And being able to track these trades in OptionsPlay gives you the ability to not only look at the current positions, but if let's say you are at approaching expiration and you want to roll these specific trades. So let me just give you an example. Let's say I bought I don't know, a July 8th 125 put on H&M, and it's about to expire, and I have this in my Nordnet account. So let's say I own this July 8th 125 put, and it's about to approach expiration, and I want to know what to do with this specific position. So this is really where I can now go back to my my portfolio. Let's see, I have I'll find this position here. Hold on. Let me use a different stock. Let's use a different stock that I don't have a position in. Let's say I currently have a bullish position here in JM, and it's about to expire. Let's say on the 175 call option, I have this in, let's say, my SEB account. I'm going to add that position to my SEB account. I go to my portfolio, and I have my JM call here that expires here in July 175 call. Let's say now I need to roll this position because it's about to approach expiration. I can now actually analyze a roll here in OptionsPlay. If I want to roll it from July to, let's say, September, and let's say I want to keep the 175s, or maybe I want to change the strike price, I can do so. And I can not only understand what my current cost basis is, but I also know what my adjusted cost basis is after I include the roll. And I can use the P&L simulator and actually see how these strategies perform based on if the stock was to move based on some move in the future. And if I click on the trade button, I know exactly how to enter this roll into my portfolio for execution. And I can simply add this position to, actually I needed to add that to my SEB account. So let me add it to my SEB account. And what it will do is it will actually it will turn my July into a September call. So as you can see, if I look in my SEB account now, instead of owning the July calls, I now own the September 170 calls. So it actually does the trades for you if you were to make an adjustment and roll that position. So it's a very powerful tool from that perspective, to being able to not only see your current portfolio, but also help you manage them if you are making adjustments to your trades as they approach expiration. And one last thing I want to show you is that sometimes you might find that you executed a trade at a different price. You can always edit these positions. So let's say you executed this instead of at 2,050 crowns, maybe you executed at 1,050 crowns. You can simply just adjust the cost basis, click on save, and our portfolio tool will adjust the position based on your new executed cost basis. So currently it's trading at 20 and a half crowns, but you executed this trade at 19 and a half crowns. So that's why you're up 100 crowns, or 5% of the underlying stock's value. So this is really where we spent a lot of time building this tool to allow you to easily take trades that you're analyzing in OptionsPlay and potentially executing in your platform, quickly analyze it, click on the trade button, and have it added to your portfolio so that you can quickly find trade ideas and track your portfolio across all of your portfolios, including paper trading. Now, we did have similar functionality in our previous tool on paper trading, but this is a much better paper trading tool. I'm curious, how many of you used our old paper trading feature where you can save a trade and go back and view those trades in the future? If you did use that paper trading feature, please type 3 into the chat window. Okay, I see a few of you said that you've used it. So I think you're going to find this new portfolio is going to be a much easier paper trading tool, because you just simply, any trade that you're looking at, you click on the trade button, you select your portfolio, and it's done. And even if you make adjustments to a trade, let's say you're closing out a trade and you're rolling a trade, clicking on trade again automatically updates your position with the new adjusted position here as well. So you can effectively keep rolling positions into perpetuity if you have a long-term view on a specific stock in the markets. So this is a powerful new tool that we've been working on that allows you to learn how to trade for paper trading and track your real portfolios. If this is a tool that you think you'll use, type 4 into the chat window, because this is really one that we will continue to improve based on feedback. So as you used it, we would certainly encourage that you let us know what you think of it, how, if it's working for you, if it's not working for you, what new features you'd like to see. This is really where we put a lot of resources in building a new paper trading and portfolio tool. And lastly, what I want to show you is a new portfolio contract calculator. This is something that's still in the works, but it will be available when we launch in August, which is a new portfolio contract calculator. What you can do is you can set how much of your portfolio you're willing to risk and the size of your portfolio. And what we do here is, let's say you have a 100,000 crown portfolio, and let's say you're willing to risk no more than 2% of your account per trade. What we are going to do is a new calculator that basically automatically calculates the number of contracts that you can trade for any strategy you review, so that you stay within these bounds of never risking 2% of your total account value per trade. And you can set the 2% and the size of your portfolio manually, so that, based on your risk tolerance and based on your portfolio size, and our risk and investment calculator will simply do the work for you. So basically, if let's say you have a 2% rule with a 100,000 crown portfolio, this will automatically select 2,000 for you, because 2% of 100,000 crown portfolio is 2,000 crowns. When you click on calculate, it will automatically tell you that you can trade 3 contracts of each one. So what it does is it basically automatically populates this to 2,000, switches this to risk, and all you have to do is click on the calculate button when you are about to place a trade, and it will tell you how many contracts you can trade. And if you do so, as you can see, your trade cost will be just under the 2,000 crowns. In this particular case, your max risk is just under 2,000 crowns in both of these scenarios. And that's the role, and that's the goal of these trades, is to make sure that you stay within your risk tolerance, when you place these trades. A lot of customers have trouble understanding how many contracts they should trade before they place that trade. So this tool will basically help you automate this by populating 2,000 every single time, selecting I want to risk, and the only thing you have to do is click on the calculate button, and it will automatically calculate the number of contracts. And this will work for any strategy, whether you're looking at high implied volatility strategies. It will basically automatically select 2,000 for you, and it will calculate the number of contracts you can sell if you were trading one of these strategies. And it doesn't matter what strategy you're choosing, it will automatically do that work for you. So those are some of the things that are coming down the line. Like I said, this is going to be available to you in August of 2022. Our goal is to be available on August 1st. So basically the first of the month. So at the very beginning of August, you'll be able to have access to this new platform with all of the new features. With that, I want to thank everyone for taking the time out here this afternoon just to listen to us show you the new platform, show you what's coming here in about 1 month's time. And we will likely make the new tool available to certain users even prior to that. So look out for an email from us in mid-July, where for those of you that are frequent users of OptionsPlay, we will be sending you an invite to access a staging environment that allows you to access this tool for a couple of weeks before the rest of the of users will be able to have access. So if you are interested in being part of that early access group, just type yes into the chat window here. We'll save your email address and we'll make sure that you get the invite here in mid-July for this new platform. Okay, yeah, just type yes into the chat window. We'll have a record of your email and we'll make sure that you get access or early access to this new platform. So with that, I'll open this up for Q&A here at the, if you have any questions regarding the new platform or anything regarding options in general, feel free to ask your questions. I'll stay on for a few minutes and answering your questions before we jump off here for today. You can type your questions either into the chat window or the Q&A window. We've got a comment here saying new updates look great. Thank you so much. We've certainly been hard at work over the past year, updating our new technology platform that allows us to kind of build these new features on the platform. So thank you so much. We are very looking forward to launching this and giving you guys all access to it as soon as possible. Like I said, for users that want early access, you'll have access in about 2 to 3 weeks time, and then everyone will have access to the new platform in August. Any questions about the new platform or options in general? If there are no other questions, I just want to thank everyone for your time this afternoon. Like I said, we are really looking forward to launching this, so please look out for an email from us in the next few weeks with early access for those of you that requested it, and then everyone will have access to it in August. By simply logging into your regular OptionsPlay platform in August, this will be the platform for everyone. So thank you so much. Have a great evening. I hope you guys have a great summer as well. I know many of you are probably going on vacation soon. Have a great midsummers, and I will see you guys soon in the next few weeks. Thank you so much and have a great night.